When I was little, I used to think that I was stuck in a dream and that I'd wake up as a white girl and I was dancing in a kitchen that was big enough to hold 2 steps and swinging hips. My mother warned me that my life as a mixed girl would be a hard kind of hustle, with one heel on grandma's prim lawns and blue houses, the other on daddy's street corners where glass blankets the bottom of playground slides. And I know it's no one's fault, but I often think of this skin, more costume than home, constantly straddling minstrel show and white picket fence perfection for some. The definition of trauma is being forced to ignore the casualties of life's havoc, to live in a constant and deafening silence as we choke back the struggle. I was raised to be a graceful child. So I struck down my vulnerable because no one ever wants to hear about how difficult it is to be different. So suburban bred, I was raised white, the siren snared in the back of my mouth were the words, I need help. I kept choking on myself, silently tongue-tying my tongue around the bedposts, blood-binding the monsters of my 2 halves. Solitude, and the faces I wish looked back at me in the mirror one day. I thought I could teach my veins how to breathe in the air of my childhood bathroom, all the while thinking how fucking pathetic I was to be afraid to erase my own skin, to sever the very thing my ancestors have worked so hard to march into permanence. But what's your response when you're not really black is laughed in your face by your chosen family, when you're forced to sit in stores that never fit because your breasts and your backbone were too broad for Victoria's Secret? What's your response when your skin is too light not to be afraid of black hands running through your hair in the locker room after gym class? So, you mixed or something? It's funny, I will always come undone when trying to defend myself, trying to present these brown swatches as proof of history, but quick comebacks never came out quick enough because I never thought anyone would accept my voice has become a violent, silent sack covering up the hurt I've harbored for years of not being able to erase my own skin. Some days, I think the bravest thing a person can do is speak their own melanin into a mirror. I am the clatter of brown daughter to a white mother, and I'm still trying to find the perfect kitchen to dance in. And I hope to God there is more in me than a wanting to be somebody else.